Well, we are at the start of Chapter 8, which means that we are right at or very soon approaching the halfway point of the class. I hope as you look at the calendar that you are comfortable with where we are and the progress that we're making. 8's going to be a good chapter. It deals with communication, and quite frankly, it is a pretty good review of what you heard in Principles of Management and what you heard in Business Communications, what you may have heard in, to some extent, Principles of Marketing. So the material is relatively, the word I'm looking for, it's not going to be any groundbreaking stuff. It's not going to be anything that really catches you off guard. It's probably stuff that you've heard before, but it's a good reminder, and we're going to try to put it into the management leadership type context. During the course of the chapter, we'll talk about the process of communication. We will talk about some barriers that prevent good communication. We will talk about types of communication. We'll talk about the different channels that we use to communicate and how rich those channels are, or how lacking in richness those channels are. And then we'll talk about directions of communication, different ways that we interact with different people around us at work. So a pretty good overview of what communication is, and hopefully it'll be something that can spark some interest in you as you look at how you communicate with the folks that you work with, how you communicate with family members, those kinds of things. The video lecture for the class will be the next thing up, along with the PowerPoint, and just for your planning purposes, the video lecture lasts a little over 25 minutes. There will be the standard 10-question quiz. You will do the standard summary of the material, what you have gotten out of it. Chapter 8 only has one assessment, and it deals with active listening. It'll be interesting to see how you score yourself in terms of how you concentrate and give feedback and cues and things like that. So only one assessment, assessment number 20. We will do our third video conference call at the end of the chapter to see where you are, how you're feeling, so forth. And then when that call is over, we will have the second test. It's similar to the first one. It's 50 questions, I think, that are true, false, and multiple choice. You did pretty well on the first one. There's no reason to suspect that you won't do well on the second one. But that'll get us through Chapter 8. Hope things are going according to your plans, that it's meeting with your expectations, that it's working well into your schedule, and that you are happy with the progress that you're making.